All right, hello and welcome to MinuteQuest 31. One stat only, the quest for power number 7. Pure strength, live number 157. Thank you for checking out the VOD. If you're checking it out later on Twitch after, or even later over on YouTube, thank you for checking it out. If you're new, this is MinuteQuest, incremental RPG, pocket RPG. I'm playing it. It's hard to play on a phone now. It's an older 32-bit game, but you might be able to play it, or you might have to emulate it with like BlueStacks. You'll have to get like a 32-bit version of an Android emulator. It's possible. But yeah, this is MinuteQuest, quest for power. So one set only. So I'm only level at power. So pure strength today. Today is all about pure strength. I didn't plug my controller in. It's a different setup. I could use the keyboard, but I set up controller keys or keybinds, and it's much nicer. It's a phone game, so I can't. I could use the touchscreen on my laptop, but that gets a bit much. And if you're someone that I've said it before, but if you're someone that just wants to set up some auto keys to click for you, go right ahead. Play your game how you want to play your game. But here I am, the fool. I don't have the clown costume already, but this is definitely still the fool. I just gotta check and see where I'm at. I never bought the club. I don't think there's a set that gives club. That's a surprise. Maybe it's a better weapon. Should see now that I can get it. I wonder if there is a weapon that works better with it. Let me get the thing up. Let's go. I need surprise. Let me go to the surprise page. What a surprise. Maybe there's a club. Maybe there's anything that uses the club. It's worth buying. Any weapon here? No. No weapon armor combo. That's super far out, and it's gonna mess that. I'm not gonna get any damage because the chance will be active. Yeah. What about over in this list? This thing are these armor? No, these are weapons. Oh yeah, the fly rail. All right. How far is that thing? Of course, it doesn't tell me here. Of course, it doesn't have a link. Of course, it doesn't have a link where that would be. There is a way to get to that link. Yeah, this original list. This is where. Oh no, this is my list. That's the wrong one. It's fine. I don't have it until I. You know what? I don't have. I'll buy it because I have plenty of money. Right, and if I ever see the pet in one of the treasure rooms, I'll know. I don't need to do that. I just need to go here and get the knife again. But yeah, this one gives me the surprise. That's why, or the speed 20, which I think is somewhat useful here in this first stage. Just I feel like that little bit of extra speed might be marginally helpful. But as long as I get the first insta kill, it's good. I just have to beat the boss before I can really do anything. I just need the damage to do that. So unless I get a pet from a treasure room or just a random drop that's better than the ones here, probably not gonna happen. Could also, if the zombie showed up, that'd be kind of interesting. For sure. I don't know if there's anything else I really need to farm. I think I'll just farm over here. For XP for a bit. See if I can stay out here for a while. Maybe I'll swap gear back to the full set or something. I don't know. I need to get. I guess I want to get like mock hit or something. I need to get. Oh no, I need dash and surprise so I move faster. That'll level me up faster. Hold on. Let me go to the calculator. I need surprise. Make anything work. And well, I might as well start with Demon Dash, but I'm sure I won't be able to get it soon. But I might as well look and see where it is. Okay, yeah, that's pretty far out there. I'll keep an eye on it. I guess the Witcher would be good. Maybe farm more, I guess. But unless I get these first, you know. All right, regular dash. Oh yeah, the knife, the heartbeat. Okay. Oh, word. So I really just need to beat the boss. Here and get to the next weapon shop. Or no, next armor shop. And I'm pretty sure with the amount of damage I'm doing, if I did beat the boss, yeah, I need to do at minimum like 6,000 damage, and then maybe I could crit the boss, right? Unless I could use, which surprise set let me use? I remember it was farther out than I preferred. Thief sword, oh yeah. Unless I get the thief sword early. Was there no? Oh, let me get back to this. Was there no list with the fire rod at all? With a flame bard? You know, yeah, there's like no. Alright, I gotta go wrong. No elemental bonus. Unless maybe like Earth, or is it weak to Earth? Hold on, weak to Earth. Do a little. We'll check here to see what I can do. Wait, weak to stab. I have jab. I should be using the longsword then. That's gonna be more. What else is it weak to? Fire. Oh, just fire. All right. So there's I gotta use the. All right. I'm gonna go get the clown suit. Yeah. Dress with this fool. Yes. Let's see how much. Well, I guess. Wait. Let's see how much damage this is. Like I'm gonna level up, but well, I guess. Well, I wonder if I can walk away. 13 and 14. All right. Yeah. All right. I probably will level up, so it will be higher, but oh, all right. Oh, treasure room. What did I say that? That's what I did. Oh, all right. Let's see who's here. Oh wait, I think I already had this. Wasn't it the ogre? Yeah. So I'll be able to kill him first, but I need about 3. Wait, what is he weak to? What's this? What are you weak to here? Jab. Okay. Okay. Got it. So this is better. I want to come through with this set against him. But I'm gonna have to have around the amount of damage needed to at least crit the main boss to do either of them. Or the first boss there. No, I might as well. This gives you that power up too. It's just slow. Oh yeah, I just forgot. It's just slow. All right. Oh, it's not that well. No, it's not that much slower, is it? I don't think. I'll swap for a set and see if it's used faster for the next house. What other sets do I have? Anything? No, just the two. It's a bit yeah, it's a bit faster. All right. I'll swap at the last stage or last room that I, can, whatever. I think it's this one. I don't think there's one before. These ones weak to jab. I feel like I'm doing like, wow, they're weak to. They're just weak to fire. Weak to jab, bash. Oh, okay. They're just gonna take the normal flat damage. Why does that seem less? Oh, but the ones that take are weak then. I did level up twice, so my damage is gonna be, and I have the power 30. So yeah, let's see. What? All right, all right. Third of the way there to possibly being able to crit, and the sixth of the way there to being able to kill it. Cool. I gotta be level. Oh god, that's incredible. I'd be 1200. I'd be level 1200, I think. Right. Another. Yeah, another 1,000. That's incredible. All right. Right. Did I do that right? Oh god, no. Doing getting everything wrong. Load. Back. Go. Right. Yeah. Seems right. About 1,200. I got a while to go. About either 600 or 1,200 around ish. I'll that level. I'll be able to do it. I got to level up quite a bit. It's gonna be a lot of just doing this until I'm about I guess until I'm doing about like 4,000, like about 3,000 damage with this one. A bit more than 3,000, probably like 3,500. Then I can go fight the other guy. I did get a crit there. Yeah, my crit's doing 2,000 right. Unless one of them's weak to. Oh, none of these guys are weak though. That was a crit for sure. All right, that's fun. I'm only playing for an hour today. I don't know what. I guess I probably started a little more into. No, back. Just keep going. I guess I could have checked. I can check. Hold on. When did I start this? What was I at? I wrote it down. Where? What's on this page? Back. Gotta go to this sheet. Oh, I never wrote down luck. God damn it. Oh, 378. Okay. Maybe I'll just go to 420. 420 minutes. Just round it out at 7 hours for the 7th stream for this one. That feels decent. This could be a short one. I did start it a little late, and I do plan on playing Skyrim Permanent since that's continuing from the one. I want to keep that running. I don't want to like put a whole week before I like between playing that character and like forget how to play, or when I stay. I feel like I have to kind of like I'm saying it, darn it, kind of throw myself back into that sort of character and sort of have to like take the world in as it goes. I can't like overthink about like, oh, I'm gonna go do this quest, I'm gonna do this quest, like in meta sense. I kind of just have to like walk around kind of a bit, try and stay in character, like why, what's going on. Think about like, trying to solve the problems of the character. I don't know. I think it'll be fun. I think I was stressing myself out because of the difficulty of it, and I was like, I do think the character's smart enough to know to run away, but at the same time, like God, like I don't know. I was just getting frustrated with Skyrim's leveling because it is a bit messed up in that sense, because they do send you on quests with the idea that you're gonna die and you're gonna go, oh, let me reload an old save and do a different quest, and that sometimes bugs me because it's like they're like, oh yeah, you're gonna go do this quest, you're gonna do this area, and there's gonna be an enemy that's too strong for you to fight at your current level. It's just you shouldn't be in that area yet. Like the trolls, like 2 trolls at level 8, without enough fight. Like I don't know, it just wasn't set up yet. I gotta level up more. I need more of the combat stuff. I don't know. It's just like I looked up the leveling. They start at 10. I think like they're just, and they have the health regen, which no other enemy does. Pretty much. So it's just like unless you hit them with fire, and you need to have a lot of fire. So it's just and I'm trying to think about how the character wants to deal with that, right? The character, I don't even know if the character would have known to use fire, and I've already done that now, so I have to just like assume the character understands trolls and understands that trolls are weak to fire. And it's just like I think that she already knows that character, right? I don't know at that point. Okay, that's just how that's gonna go. Because I already did it. I don't know. I think she's a pickpocket, right? Because pickpocket's top 3 skill. I'm talking about a different game. I don't know. I could, right? Whatever. I don't know what that. There's not really much to. I just walk back and forth here, having a good time, pacing, leveling up. Let me get everything else pulled up. I don't know. There we go. Yeah, no, it's just like trying to figure out how to like stay not just being like doing the optimized playthrough. Right, like I know, like I guess like an archer, getting an archer, it's not even truly a stealth archer. I'm not gonna be able to put points into stealth soon. But those are the minor skills, and I want to keep those. I want to not level those until I've leveled at least every focus skill twice, maybe 3 times, and then maybe one of them a third, and then have at least like 4 points into any of the major skills out of the 5 before I put a point into the minor skill. I don't know. Like I want to like kind of stick to that the spreadsheet of skills for that, because I know it's not, you can't see it. I do it on the first stream of it, so and I'll probably bring it up during any of the other ones. Like I always reference it, trying to like figure out how I want to continue. So I got to like sit in the menu for a second, just be like, okay, what? Trying to like, but at the same time, I want to make split decisions. I want to be kind of in character, make a split decision. Like it's just more fun that way. In the end, where you're like, oh, I got this. Like, I think the character would do this, and you just do that, and you kind of you're stuck in that decision. You don't like mull over it because you can't. Like if you were playing real time, like you wouldn't be able to just like pause the game or just stop the conversation and just mull over it unless you just wanted to go silent and walk away and just ignore. Which I do, depending on the character. If the character's got a low speech stat within the randomizer, like that, I like if that's a minor skill, I can ignore people. If it's a major skill or a focus, I have to just ask every dumb question there is. Like I just have to follow that dialogue and buy and sell and just like I don't know. I feel that there's I use all the I don't know, not that the speech skill is useful in Skyrim. Pretty much, it's pretty broken. But there's I don't know. I'm gonna keep doing it. Maybe I'll switch to a different game. I've got an idea for a little like fun thing to do if I want to get a bit burned out on it. I've already got sort of like a thing planned that I think would be fun. I should have figured out how to get it set up still. And then I could always do like Oblivion or Morrowind since I'm not as familiar with those games, and that'd be kind of fun. I played Oblivion twice, but the second playthrough was very focused. It was like thieves and fighter, unarmed thief and fighter, like into the arena, and then some thievery, and that was very fun. But that was it's something. But Oblivion really lets you focus more. I don't know. I felt like I could really focus on that and not have to do the Oblivion Crisis. I guess I don't know. I felt like to some degree ignore it. I don't know. They kind of throw it right in your face, just like Skyrim. But Morrowind, I feel like you can really ignore it. Yes, right? No, when do you do? At some point, you just sleep, and they're just like when you hit like a certain level. I can't remember how it works. I don't know. I'll have to play Morrowind. I've only played more like all the way through. Only played Morrowind once. I've started it a few times, but I don't normally make it very far. Maybe not even out of Sabine. Is that the first town? Or am I getting that all wrong? Where do you go after that? Balmora? Normally? But you don't think of where you go. You can go anywhere, right? It's Morrowind, right? So that could be fun. I just don't know how well Morrowind handles permadeath. Similar to Skyrim, right? I don't know how because they're not meant for it. They're not designed for it. I know I could look into mods for Skyrim at some point as well. I don't know. I've done it before. I've modded before. It's such a headache in the end. It's a headache in the sense that I just don't know if I like feel like if the game I don't know. I just sometimes I just don't care to bother anymore. I don't know. Everything's tried change too because I was using like the Nexus mod manager, whatever it was called. Then mod organizer came out, and then the Vortex came out, and I don't know what people do anymore. And part of me feels like maybe it's just better to just do it myself manually and have a backup of the original, whatever. Just do it fully. I don't know. There's probably a better organizer out there these days for all that stuff. It's been years. I haven't looked since like high school, so. So the last I was doing for modded Skyrim was on PS4, which was very limited, but I kind of liked it. I liked it very closely vanilla. It was purely, almost entirely quality of life stuff, which felt really nice. There was no like, oh, the game's more difficult, or all these extra spells, or all these extra armors, and this extra. But like, I guess there was a few extra like, unlocked a bunch of the NPC clothing. Or like some of the cloaks that the skeletons wear that you can't just make normally, just so that characters could have more just options in terms of like roleplay and like how the character would want to dress and walk around in Skyrim, right? All right, it's maybe a different type of hood, and like this hood exists in the game files, but for some reason I can't. And then there's a mod that just lets me make it at a crafting station. It's like, okay, cool. Cool. I just haven't modded Skyrim like full full blown, and sometimes it just seems it's cool. But I remember it just seemed like I was eventually making the game to into Dark Souls. I think that at the time that was just the focus of the community, maybe. Uh, I don't know. I've also thought about dropping the Skyrim permadeaths down to adept, possibly. But I almost don't feel like that's necessary. I was able to make it. I was like, it's not too bad as long as you use two crafting skills, I think. Although my character does have two in the minor, so it's crafting skills. So, and then no alchemy, except I'll use potions if it's not going to make any. Um, and I might use poison. I don't know. I've been using some poisons. I don't know how to decide that because I have those three skills at the bottom that are red, and I'm like, you don't use these. But then I'm like, does the character really not drink a potion? Right. I think the characters would make potions by like just pick up ingredients and make and just be very obsessive. Like I wouldn't like grind out the alchemy skill. You wouldn't become an alchemist, right? I think that's all it is. Like I can still drink a potion without having any points in alchemy. It's just I don't drop points in alchemy. And I could even say that for the lock picking. For that character, I've been not picking any locks purely because I thought maybe that was kind of funny because I was joking about that on the last character and I was like, well, maybe this character she's a pickpocket. Maybe she just doesn't lockpick, right? She's purely like just a pickpocket. I don't know. So I don't know. It's kind of fun to do though because all right, I don't have to worry about that at all. Just sell my. I don't even know how the thieves guild will go without lockpicks. I don't think it's. I don't know how that would. Unless they get a companion to go around, like a follower, I guess, to go around with me. It was called companions. I think they're companions in Fallout 4, and then there's their followers in Fallout and Skyrim. But then there's the companions guild. It's fucking. It's yeah, so I don't. I feel like some of them can lock picks, like pick locks for you, but I don't know. I've never fully tried. I feel like I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know. I just ramble about Skyrim there. Just I'm gonna continue. I might take a break after starting life with 8 exclamation points because that's when it runs out of characters of the title. Unless I want to change how I title the stuff, which I could. I think there's a way I could condense it a bit still. Um, Obviously, I could take out the entire name of the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim and just put Skyrim, but that's no fun. That's no fun. Uh, I also could go all the way back to Arena. Try some Arena permadeath runs. Those would be pretty bad. I don't think I'd make it very far at all. Those would be maybe a few attempts per stream. So, like, I guess a mod that would be good for Skyrim would be starting another life. With the ones where you start at a different, those would maybe be a bit better because just give me a bit more variety in the opening. I'm not always a prisoner, according to the Imperials, right? It's not like I'm not immediately thrown into that sort of distaste for the Imperials for whatever, getting, you know, it's just hard to, like, what character's gonna want to, like, have been arrested by the Imperials just for crossing the border, and they're gonna cut your head off. You're not on the execution list, and they're just like, let's cut your head off. Anyway, it's like, how are you gonna be in any way be like, yeah, let me sign up with the Imperials, which is funny because, like, I don't know, it's just like, it's so like, how do you? And every time I play that opening, I'm always like, the Imperial just calls you prisoner, and the Stormcloak will call you whatever race you are, and it's like something like that. It's still somehow better. You're not just immediately still a prisoner to this guy, and like, what is he gonna like? I know how it goes. He's like, oh, you're a good fighter. You should sign up with the Imperials. Sorry for arresting you, or whatever. Like, thanks for the help. But it's like, fuck you, asshole, for fucking arresting me and trying to cut my head off for no reason. You could have, like, not. What are you doing? Just your job? Are you just doing your job? You're just doing your job, right? You know what I mean? Like, complaining about poorly written storylines. The more you play it, you're like, wow, this is pretty limited. For a role-playing game, this is fairly limited in my options to be in this world. How am I'm immediate, like, I guess Oblivion's not quite as bad because you just are in the prison. They're not like, they don't give you a reason or a location, I guess, besides that you've already been taken to that. Yeah, I don't know. And then, well, I guess Uriel is like, oh, you're the one, but that's still, like, yeah, I don't know. I'll have to play Oblivion if I start complaining more. I feel like I can complain about Skyrim because I played it right enough. You'd be like, oh, this thing doesn't fucking, this could be better. I don't know why they did it this way. I know there's mods for it, but like, why the fuck are they doing it this way? How did it end up, what was the... And it normally comes down to them just, when it comes to balancing, it's just Bethesda being, well, there's a save option. People just reload a save. That's how these games work. You just reload saves. Right, there's auto saves and everything for, right? It's like, oh, you just, they have built-in checkpoints. They expect you to die. Go back to the checkpoint. Whatever, auto save often, right? That's why, like, Borderlands, it's like, there isn't really I don't know how I'd run it, like, besides just being like, oh yeah, if I died in Borderlands, I'd have to restart. But like, even in Borderlands, there's like a built-in respawn mechanic, so it's fine. It like makes sense. See, Dark Souls, right? Minecraft, you respawn at your bed. It's not like time gets reset, right? I guess I used to save scum Minecraft, but honestly, I kind of wish I didn't sometimes. Back on PS3, but like, that's because I was a Skyrim and a Dishonored player. I fucking Dishonored is one of the like, that is such a, even two. Dishonored 2 could be so bad with the reloads. You could make so many quick saves and reload those quick saves so fast to retry stuff, and it's nice and it's fun, but like, it's definitely sometimes worth going back to those and doing a bit of a committed, like, mistake run. If you mess up, just, you kind of got to live with you just don't reload and just try to get clean hands again. Nope, you got to fight the guards this time. You gotta run away or hide or fight the guards. There's no just reload and save, right? It's just, you gotta get out of there, because if you die, it's over. There's no, I'm gonna just mess around with this guard and see if I can kill him and then instant death. It's like, oh, you just gotta. That's why getting pickpocket characters in Skyrim is fun. It's like, they kind of have to run that non-violent risk, and it's like interesting to figure out who they're gonna target. They never fully know, and sometimes it just purely has to be annoying NPCs in the game. Like, you just, especially a pure pickpocket, someone that's just gonna want to just be like, fuck, just give me your gold. That interaction was worth your 8 pieces of gold. Fuck you. Like, not even like Steve. Like I don't know. I guess I did call it Trinket because of the fucking the name from Shadowkey. It was one of the names. I thought it was cool for a thief, like a thief name. But there's not much of a thief these days. More of a trying to be a fighter, I guess. Trying to improve, maybe. Not just a thief. Trying to, I guess similar to Nerval, trying to uphold this like warrior status, but like in the end, probably a thief. Realistically, I probably should have put points into warrior. I think I picked thief. Definitely more. It's one-handed archery, and then pickpocket is the only one. I probably should put the points into warrior for sure. And like go to the warrior stone. So the thief might go back. Maybe she'll have to take the horse back to the war. Pick up the warrior stone. Like the mages. I'm gonna have to think about this. I know I'm just thinking about it almost all of this, but I'm probably gonna jump into that. I might do that early. I don't want to do those because I kind of want to play Minecraft. And I might just do a 4-hour Skyrim stream. It just like character makes it 4 hours. At 3 hours, I'll finish whatever questing I'll do and then call it right. And not. I don't want to put the character in risk, but at that point, if I'm going to be playing it during the week, I gotta time it out because on the weekend I have more time. That's what I'm only doing until this is going to be under an hour, which will be fine. It's going to take. It's right. I have to level up so much on here. And the AFK is going to be incredible for this one. That is for sure. Setting up the controller was an incredible decision. I don't have to like hunch over my laptop quite as much, and I feel like my back, my neck, my like hands aren't cramping like as much. I don't know. It's just much more ergonomical of a way to play. I also was thinking. I have been thinking about what I want to do with the last 10 days in the desert before I head back to the sphere to get started on the sphere again for a good 20 days and see how much I can get done with all the class I got. I'd like to get halfway up it. If I could get halfway up it and start putting the water in. Oh man. I think once I have the water in, I can start figuring out how big the platforms need to be on the lower levels, and then I can put the other water in for the. I got to get the other water in for the to funnel them up. It's gonna be so nice. I do, and I did look into flushing, but I don't know how well it'd work with all the other water going on. I don't want to mess things up like that. I have to really have to be platforms that the water doesn't go off the edge, just the mobs, right? I have to make sure the mobs don't get, or the water doesn't flow over the edge, because if it does, it's going to drip down to the other water and it's going to make source blocks, and that'll be a mess. So I can't have that. But, and I have to figure out the redstone for it. Although it looked cool if I could figure it out. For sure. but I gotta get just to get everything else set up first. There's so much more. I want to do more framework. I want to do more. The classes got to get put all the way in. It's not there yet. It's just not there yet. I have to play to do it if I want it to happen. 5 more minutes on this one. 5 more minutes on this MinuteQuest. I'm leveling up about 700. I'm leveling up about once a minute, right? How much? What's the level? I'm getting about 700. Yeah, almost 777 per minute. I bet if I was a bit quicker, 772. 772. Yeah, 4. So I jumped up a bit. Yeah, it gets to 4 right there, right at the end. 74. 75. Let's see if I can get it up there. Lucky 7. Can I do it? Oh, I messed it up. I might turn around faster. You can't. You gotta time it just right. I went over. And there it is. 777. All right. 777. Quest for luck. Quest for power number 7. Talking about. Although this was pure. I think it's pure strength now, but it was all about luck. It's all luck. In a sense, it's kind of all luck still. Well, I gotta work out. Characters gotta work out. Gotta get the arm stronger on the stab, and on the stab and the jab. Stronger stabs and stronger jabs. I do think it should be stab slash, probably. But fine. It's fine. It's fine. I was thinking, I don't need it there, but I'm just thinking about, I don't want to, force a good story for these permanent runs, right? I definitely could force, I overthink sort of the character's trajectory, and be like, okay, it's going to be a character that's why I like the randomizing the skills, because if I went ahead of myself and was like, oh, I'm going to play a character like this that does these skills and uses these, and it's too focused, in the sense that it just becomes, point A to point B a lot. There's no which, well, I know there's an infinite amount of. I've gone over that. I think there's an infinite amount of uh, in, iterations or increments from A to B, right? When you really think about like decimal points, right? If A is whatever value and B is whatever value, then you're right. There's an infinite amount of increments in decimal in a sense, right? So, but what was I saying? Oh, I don't want to like overthink the trajectory of the character's story. You'd be like, oh, this character's gonna be a thief that goes off to the Dark Brotherhood, and you know, and then that's like all really the character does, maybe, or something like that, right? Or maybe like as the assassin, like the leader of the assassins, like I don't know what you like take up, right? If you know the story of Skyrim, spoilers, but Dark Brother, you end it by assassinating the whatever, what the fuck, what's his name? The leader of the fucking Imperials, the old guy. I don't know what his title is. I don't know what king. He's just the king. Um, but yeah, there's that whole like thing. So like afterwards, what would the assassin do? Like probably maybe start like if you haven't done the like if you've avoided all the dragon stuff, like what do you kind of do? I don't know. Like I don't know, that's the thing. Is you can ignore dragons. You can very much ignore the idea of dragons. They just stop showing up. They don't show up again if you ignore. That's the thing. If you don't do the Watchtower fight, dragons do not show up. If you do not fight the dragon at the Watchtower, dragons will not spawn. As long as so, it's better to not talk to the Jarl. That's don't let that get that far. Basically, it's like basically don't turn in the Dragonstone. Um, but because they're always you turn in the Dragonstone and it's like immediately like, oh, I want to go over time. Hold on. I do want to call here. It's 3 o'clock. I know. I'm trying to get these cleaned up so they're easy to figure out how much time they take me to do. And I'm not. And now that they're just a lot of level grinding, there's literally nothing. It's just there's no like objective right now besides just get more levels. I don't. There's nothing else I can really do. Unless I want to just sit here for. At that point, it's never ending, and I just never stop playing unless I give myself a time to stop. So I think around an hour or under is probably good, depending on when I start these. So I try to, I think that works for me. So thank you for checking this out. I spent most of the time talking about other things I do. Maybe you are interested and want to check those out, or maybe you're hearing this over on YouTube or Twitch. Well, later on Twitch or even later on YouTube. What I try to say normally. I'm trying to get a better outro for these. This has been MinuteQuest number 31. One stat only. Quest for power number 6. Pure strength. Live stream number 157. Yep, you just got to get stronger. Pure utter strength. That's all it is. Strength and surprise, I guess. I don't know. You got to get the sneak attack, I guess. So thank you again. I appreciate you all for checking this out. This has been again live stream number 157. MinuteQuest number 31. One stat only. Quest for power number 7. Power. Pure strength. Thank you again, and I hope you check out what I got going on next, which will be Skyrim. Thank you all again, and goodbye, and peace out.